the Patrick Alvik 5200. So I'm just gonna start getting the stone flat and wait and see if anybody joins. Just got some towels. Oh, so I'm just gonna flatten my GNS 300. What was that? There, it's flat. No one has joined yet. I'm all alone. Just gonna lay that down so I have something for this to grip onto. So I'm gonna do the Patrick Alvik 5200. It's now a slicer, and I'm gonna tin it, just cutting off the edge. There. It's dull. And this feels very weird speaking to myself and no one is watching. It's completely different live from making a video. It's dull. So I'm gonna start tinning behind the welcome to one viewer. I'm gonna tin this Patrick Alvik custom 5200 knife, then put a edge on it. So let's start on this GNS 300. This also is mighty convex, so I'm tinning out the convex grind there. Using some force. I'm just gonna make this a little more steady. There. And as always, I'm all alone. Hello, hello. Welcome to our live demo on tinning and sharpening a knife. This is a custom Patrick Alvik 5200 slicer, which I'm tinning and then gonna put a new edge on. If you wonder about anything, leave a comment. Let's check the 300's finish versus the old polished one. Welcome to watch. This is the 300 finish. Basically a dull gray versus the polished side, which is a near mirror. Where are you people from? Let me know in the chat. Is there anybody Norwegian like me? Nordnorske? Or where are you people from? And basically flatten out the convex ground on this. Got 3 silent people. Not anybody wanting to say hello. I don't bite, so checking the finish. You can see some scratches from the 300 versus the polished side. And I've dragged off the edge, so it's dull as you see. More needed at the belly. So there's one person watching me. Thank you, one person. There, I'm flipping sides to another side. Again, just thinning and flattening out the convex. My dream machine is a Sorby Pro Edge, so I could literally do this once or twice on a grinder in yeah, half a minute time versus hours on the stone. Using about a kilo's pressure. Welcome, people. Are you all silent? Please talk and engage with me. I love to get to know more people. So I'm thinning now, basically sharpening and thinning out behind the edge, and I'm gonna put the edge on it. Just want to make it thinner so it slices better. This is a meat knife. Are there anyone from Norway here, or where are you people from? Please let me know in the chat. Please talk to me, guys or gals, if there's any girls watching too. I'm gonna show you the finish from the 300. You can see some scratches. Sharpening a butter knife. Well, this ain't a butter knife, but it is a knife. And happy to see you come across it. I'm tinning, reprofiling this Patrick Kalvik 5200 custom, making it thinner, flattening out the convex, and then putting an edge on it. So welcome! And then flattening a hamaguri, I don't mean making the convex completely flat, but basically from this to this, making it not steep as much, making it more gently curved. Trust me, you will not grind out the convex on stones, then you will spend hours. Welcome, mate. Always happy to get new people to my channel. I've always said I would rather have 20 subscribers I can talk to and share ideas with than 2,000 I never hear from. I love talking to my subscribers, getting to know them. That's what motivates me on my channel to keep going. So, Michigan, where are you from, mate? Are you from USA or Europe or some other parts in the world? Ah, Turkey. I love Turkish food. I love lavash, the bread. And you and me, we are now arkadaş. My friend, is it arkadaş? If I remember correct. It's been so long since I've been there. I love Turkish food. It's good. I've been before, when I was in a relationship, we always visited Side, Dogen Beach. Stayed at a hotel. It's fantastic Turkey. Memnun oldum, yeah. I don't know what that means. I know Hacir, evet, arkadaş, seni seviyorum. And is it kol kuvveti when you arm wrestle? We did that at the restaurants, basically. Ah, nice to meet you too, sir. I love Turkish people. So damn friendly and inviting, and you get tea everywhere you go. The pomegranate tea, and yeah, I love Turkey. Got amazing seafood. Oof, the big shrimps. Oh, they are good. My absolute favorite. Yeah, it is. I'm a professional 1K, 1000 grit. This knife is hard. It's basically nearly loading the professional stone. It's a hard 5200 blade custom from Sweden. Bluefish. Have I tasted that? I don't think I've tasted that actually. We ate a lot of shrimps, grilled shrimp. That was my favorite. I'm doing this very mildly, rocking on the hamaguri. Just getting the highs and lows blended somewhat together. It's really hard without a belt grinder to make a good hamaguri. You can do it, but it's a challenge. This ain't about finish, it's just about knocking off some thickness. We went what is it, snorkeling in Side. I damn near got a heart attack when a stingray suddenly under me just whoop. I've never swum so fucking fast in my life. Sorry for swearing, but yeah. I'm pretty sure I set a new swimming world record that day. It was huge, like a little island basically swimming under you. Again, just, yeah, nearly. I didn't have one, but it wasn't far from it. I was snorkeling, swimming, and there was a stingray, the big ones, underneath me, which scared me very, very much. No, not the diamond stone, but the Naniva professional. I can't afford the diamond ones, but they are pretty good, I'm hearing. This is just the regular Naniva professional. Now I'm just using the stone to basically get out some deep scratches. Yeah, the Atoma 400 is pretty good. Just gonna check because my phone keeps buzzing. Nope, nothing to worry about. So now I've done with the sides here. You can see it's a little bit thinner now. Now I'm gonna put the edge on it because now it's dull. So. Using the 300 again to just put the edge on it. This is GNS 300, the old version. Damn, this knife is hard. At the burr. So welcome people, 4 people, welcome. Please ask if you wonder about anything. I've tinned this and now putting an edge on it. Just checking for a burr. Need to spend a little more time here, the mid part. And when checking for the burr, it needs to be even. So if you have a big one here, don't think making it small here. Then do it big all the way. It needs to be the same, or else you're removing more material one way and your edge will basically be wavy and not make contact the entire way. Which is why so many have the famous accordion cuts. I used Mono Pro. Ah, that's nice. You probably know your stuff then. I'm no chef. I'm an amateur in the kitchen, but I love to sharpen. This is hard to detect a burr on, so I'm gonna deburr and check on some paper. This is a 300 coarse grit, but sometimes hard carbon just sheds the burr, so you need to check. I usually just wing it, guys, on the angles. You can do this, then half 45, then half 22.5 around it. And that's some angles. I usually go lower. I usually sharpen nearly every knife at 10, 12, maybe 15. Then I put on hard use knife a little micro bevel at around 20. Now I'm just stropping on this to just get rid of any wire edge if there is any. I have no clue if I reach the edge fully, but it's supposed to be 62, 63 HRC, but I think it's more 64, 65. It's very, very, very hard on the stone. That's the first step in sharpening, just getting an edge that will cut. Then going to 1000 and refining. And the 1000 is basically making the teeth of the burr, if you're thinking this, finer and finer until it's very good. North Macedonia, is that where you live? Or just getting rid of the shoulder. And please, you other people too, please leave a comment and talk and ask. I love questions. Yeah, it is very hard steel. Made by Swedish Patrik Alvik. You see the stone is not doing much. Well, HRC isn't everything. Some steels can be softer and more abrasive resistance. So now I'm just cleaning and refining the edge using very light pressure, basically deburring and refining. So people just ask if you wonder about anything. Just plain denim pants I've stapled to wood to basically deburr and remove microburr. This is so important. If you see the Japanese when they sharpen, they often do this very high angle stropping to take off the burr. Well, that isn't fully true actually. Depending on steel, nearly every stone can sharpen easy steels. If you get hard alloyed steels with a lot of vanadium carbides, then you need to move to CBN, cubic boron nitride, or diamond like Atoma or DMT, or resin bonded like Naniva, NSK or Venive. But these stones, they handle, I got a Magnacut custom in HRC 64, sharpened that on normal stones, I sharpen SG2, so there's no problem. Just got some dust on my stone. Aha, I actually don't know where that is. My geography is very bad. So, North Macedonia, is that near Romania, Latvia, or am I way off? I'm probably way off. My geography is, yeah, bad. So, sorry if I'm way off. Again, just some magazine paper. I'm trying push. It push cuts. It slices. And does good. It can even push. So that's what to be expected of 1,000. Now I'm moving on. And it's time to move on to a bigger ass of stone. As I've said, it's up to you. 20 degrees to me, that's very, 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 very high. That's usually what I do micro bevels on hard use knives. The main cutting bevel I usually do between 10 and 15. So, but everybody's different how you use a knife. So there's no right or wrong, there's just basically what works. I do not. Hey, from New Zealand. That's a long, long, long ways from Norway. I do not use a bench grinder. I want one. What's the word? Sorby Pro Edge. Just gonna make sure this Autoshi green brick is flat. New Zealand and Australia is two places I've always wanted to visit. It's mind-boggling places that's literally like nowhere else on earth. At least from what I've seen. I've never been there, so I can't speak to it. Now I'm gonna polish the sides a little here behind the edge, and then refine the edge even more. And now I've done the scratches this way. Now I'm doing this way for refining. I'm doing behind the edge. I'm using a fair amount of force, like a kilo or 2 kilos. And be careful here not to dig the edge or especially the tip into the stone, because this is a softer stone that I am working with. So it can be gouged pretty easy, this stone. So please just let me know if you guys wonder about anything or got anything to ask me. And I'll try to answer as good as I can. This is basically my, how do I call it? My scratch remover. I'll try and show you if the lighting gets it. Can you see? I call that decently polished. So 8 people now, just polishing a little. It's Inception. A ugly Norwegian within the phone. And I did first the scratches perpendicular. Now I'm doing them this way, changing the ways the scratches go. To me that is easier ways to get out everything, and I'm doing this, getting all the parts of the hamaguri or the convex grind, which this is. And this is barely removing any steel. It's all about now refining the scratches from the earlier stones. So, anything you guys wonder about, let me know. Again, just removing some scratches here now. This side needs a little more work. So just ask anything if you guys wonder about anything. I've also got J-nets in the background, a Kosaki level 5, some Naguras, I got a French Laloon, I got several platings. So that's where we are at now. Some rogue scratches there, but decent enough. Now I'm gonna touch the edge. Just gonna check, do I got power on my phone? Yes, I have. Cheers! Normal water. Just using a DMT plate to basically remove some loaded parts of the stone, so it cuts clean on the edge. To me that's a step many forget on finer stones. If they are really loaded, they will seriously negatively affect your edge. As I've said, all my knives are under 20 degrees. I've already answered. I do 10 to 15 per side. And then on hard use knives, I usually do a micro bevel. That's a tiny koba or micro bevel on around 18 to 20. But 20 is very, very, very high, especially on a kitchen knife. That's crazy high on a kitchen knife. It's more than many outdoor knives are. Just barely touching the edge now. Just refining it from the 1000. And here I'm doing full sharpening strokes because this stone barely cuts when using very light pressure. And light pressure is key on fine stones, refining edges, and not creating a burr. It should now, if I've done everything correctly, be able to push cut and cut magazine paper cleanly. Also do lunch paper, wax paper, and even Risla paper. So let's see if I've done my job correctly or if I have failed. Homemade denim strap. I use a Kitayama 4000 or Professional 5000, but I don't like those edges. These are too fine, so I usually use a French Laloon or a Kosaki J-Net. This is getting rid of any micro burr and drying the knife. I'll show you. I got 2 Pierre Laloons, which I finish on. Very dense stones. I got a Kosaki level 5 J-Net with great kava. I got 3 big Nakuras I can finish on. My latest being a Nakayama, which is basically the most sought after mine. Let's check if I did my work correctly. I did. I can probably do some figures. I could. Let's do a harder test. You know the lunch, the wax paper. Probably one of the hardest to cut. And I cut it no problem. Just and I want to try and see, does my Kitayama 4000 improve the finish of the green brick? So 8 people, hello, hello. Please talk and ask questions. And polishing and refining edge. Just checking my power. That I got power. I have. This is so sticky, I forgot. So let's use the Atoma. The Kitayama 4000, it basically feels like glue. It's so sticky. Completely stuck. Sorry. Adding some water. Rounding the corners. I'm adding just some drops of water. As I already answered, no, I do not use a bench grinder. I only do stones, but I want to get a belt sander, a Robert Sorby Pro Edge, but I can't afford it. But that's my dream machine. So let's see if the Kitayama improves this polish. The green brick is 2K, but it polishes like a 4K. And all you 6 other people, please let me know where you are from. Welcome. This is just removing scratches and polishing the sides of the knife. I'm very near starting to be able to turn on monetization on on YouTube. Then I can start basically a YouTube club and use more of the YouTube money to buy, for example, equipment to my channel. Can't really see a difference between the Kitayama and the Toshi 2K. None difference at all. I would actually dare say the Kitayama is more scratchy than the Naniwa Toshi in terms of pure polish. But the Kitayama is more uniform, and to me it cuts better. And don't have the binder issue, which nearly every Naniwa have, that the binder basically dissolves. We'll see. It's a decently polished blade. Yes, sir. Thomas EDC Gates. Hello, hello. Where are you from, mate? It's nice and shiny. It's meat meat slicing beast from Sweden, from Patrick Alvik. Now I'm just refining the edge. No pressure. Putting on a tiny koba. Koba means micro bevel, basically the very cutting part in Japanese. California, USA. I got a friend near, is it Illinois, near Chicago, an iron worker, and Aaron Johnson. Aaron Johnson. He has made a blade for me in Magna Cut. This custom is from USA. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA. I love Bruce Springsteen. I love Guns N' Roses, Pink Floyd, yeah. But Springsteen, the boss, I love him, especially in the car. I love Bruce Springsteen. Just gonna lean a little, put that away. Natural Pierre Lalune, like Oxland, UK. That's near. I've never been to England, but I want. So welcome, welcome, Mike Oxlong, if I'm saying that correctly. This is a French Pierre Lalune, the same as this, just bigger. It's a French sedimentary slate. Look, Viat Kospasevsky, now I've answered the same question 5 or 6 times. No, I do not use a bench grinder. That's the last time I'm gonna answer the same question. I do freehand sharpening on stones. I want to get a bench grinder or belt sander, a Sorbet Pro Edge. Now I've answered you probably 5-6 times, okay? Thank you. Yeah, Norway is very, 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 very expensive though, Thomas. It's crazy expensive. I can barely afford to live here myself. I'm struggling financially, basically, in my own country, making things come round. It's extremely, extremely expensive. Just gonna use an agora, a tiny off-cut piece of the lalune to create a little slurry. This wouldn't work today. So let's try the other piece. This wouldn't work either. That's weird. Okay, then reserve plan. Let's do the TMT. Yeah, it's silly. I'm barely getting by. I'm too sick to work, so I'm not working. Just creating a little slurry second most most expensive city, yeah. It's hard to be a normal guy in such places. Just evening out the slurry. Now it's all about the edge. And this, it leaves a fantastic bite and polish. Also, I'm gonna do the sides just for fun, just seeing if it puts some haze in it. Doing behind the shoulder. Then I do some extremely light high stroppings to get rid of micro burr and to strengthen the apex. This sometimes see bones, so it needs to be strong. Then my hand is... No, sorry mango dogs, I don't sell them, I just sharpen them and love to use them. If you want good customs, look at Patrick Kalvik, the one who has made this. This is a perfect convex guide. No, I'm not a chef, just a happy amateur cook with bad knife skills, but I can sharpen. I got a tiny burr just formed at the very tip. Then I just alternate, and then it's gone. This tip, to say that's a tip is, can you see? It's a tip. Yeah, I can basically... I've been doing this for over 20 years. I can do it eyes closed. So, I've been handling knives for 20 years. So, wax paper to show it's not dull. That's wax paper, the lunch paper. I'm gonna show you standard Risla cigarette paper. Which one is open? This one. I don't smoke. Hey! Thank you. I'm trying to grow my channel so I could start a YouTube club and get a belt grinder. That's probably from I think the grinder is made in Sheffield, England. The Robert Sorby Pro Edge. So I'm just gonna clean it so it's dry. If not, it will catch the Risla. homemade denim strop. Denim is fantastic to strap on. Thin Rishla red. I actually cut both sides at once. So look, Vlatko, now enough is enough. I've answered you probably 10 times. Enough is enough. Next, same comment, and you're getting blocked. Okay? I've answered you 7, 6, 8 times. Hello, Naila Nava. I don't have Instagram, sorry. Only YouTube. Again, Rishla. It's slicing Rishla like it's barely there. Magazine paper. So it's sharp. Let's just do a little touch up on some more Patrick Alviks. Hi. Hello, Naila Naidvadsha. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. If so, sorry. This is a Patrick Alvik K-tip in ABL. Just getting a tiny amount of slurry. The slurry helps me get more bite, and it also slams into the apex, so you aren't creating a burr. I'm gonna... yeah, do it. It's a fun experiment. This is just touching up the edge. You do a lot like on straight razors. You watch how the slurry gets pushed against the edge here. This is so thin, I've nearly flattened the hollow on this. If you can see. I've nearly flattened the hollow part here. It's so damn thin. Where did I put the page there? Easy. Magazine paper should be easy no matter the knife. They should also freshly sharpened. I think they should do Rishla. This is the medium thin. And basically the hand strap, it gives me a feel if there's any burrs. So I can do it blindfolded or watching you. I've done this for 20 years, so It's a parlor trick. If you cut yourself, don't blame me. Again, Risla. This is ABL, which is razor steel. It's basically like a razor. So I call that sharp. I don't like leather. Actually, I like denim way more. I can show paper towel. This is no ply. Can you see it's basically a see-through? That's how thin it is, if you can see. Yeah, now it's got wet too, but there. You'll see. So, denim, yes. That's my favorite. Just all the pants leg you got on some wood and staple it. That's the best stroke for me. There's a completely different edge to cut this than to cut Risla. Risla shows you more basically about the fineness of the edge. You can try and show you the edge bevel. I make that hamaguri, basically convex. So all my edges are blended into the main profile of the edge. So also a Patrick Kalvik Nakiri, they got a really thick spine for heavy work and then basically vanishes to zero behind the edge. Just sorry, there's basically cigarette paper everywhere. Thank you. And yes, Thomas EDC, it's no, sorry, Mango Dogs, it's denim. This is Nylox tool steel. I even sharpen a rounded part here so I can do more rock and glide cuts. I've always said I can sharpen blind, but I can't sharpen without sound. Sound gives me the most feedback. It tells me exactly where I am on the edge. This is an old S-grind, basically double hollow here and hollow there. So extremely thin, high performance. I'm gonna soon show you something special. Just getting my hands dry. I can pick up again. Bro fist. Bro fist. Thank you, mate. Yeah, that's a problem many have. Go see Risla. even a nose, as I told you, the round part. Can you see? It's cutting. If I just try not to cut myself, you'll see. That's why I want to get a Surby Pro Edge machine to do some more heavy lifting. This is Apex Ultra, also made from Patrick Kalvik. I made a Kasumi on it. If you'll see, pretty beautiful. If you guys wait just 1 minute, I can show you something crazy fine. A really rare Bowie. This made by Aaron Johnson in the USA. Sheet made by my ex-girlfriend Nina. If that ain't beautiful. It's my own finish. I rubbed this down with vinegar and coffee etched, and then rubbed turmeric paste to get a really silvery look. I hope that gets through. So that's my most beautiful knife. And it isn't just for show either. It's sharp tattoo. So, lot of brass bolster, and yeah, look at that edge. It's a beast. I also got some Japanese Matsubara tank with black pine and copper rings, which had an awful grind. I can't reach the hollow here. It was badly grounded from factory, this. So, pocket knives aren't allowed to carry in Norway in public, so no, I don't have any ones. I also got a Kurosaki, if I can get it out, 240, which also got some uneven grind in the hollow. And then there's the one I just did from Patrick. That's what I mean with when you got a perfect surface, it's easy to work with, basically. So this is the one I just sharpened. Mirrors, I can basically see. I need to trim my eyebrow a little. We'll see. It's got no problem cutting. Magna got custom 64 HRC. This is basically a super steel. Here I actually need a little slurry if it's gonna be able to do something. Just checking, do I got power? I got, let's see, 76, yeah, not much power. This is just creating something for the edge to both ride on and to slam into, so you don't create any straggling microbursts. When you basically get better and better and better at sharpening steels, you understand more and more that the burr is basically the devil. And what destroys an edge the quickest is burrs and fatigued steels. And I got some paper, so I need to redo the stump. Yes, I'm that thorough. If you get anything on your stone, you need to rinse and start again. Or else you will slam into the edge. It's not easy to you to see, but I can see the slurry changing colors from basically a bright purple to a more misty gray. So I'm cutting this super steel here. Putting on the Kova, which I spoke about. With this, I'm using a 20-degree micro angle because this is extremely thin. So this needs a micro bevel to not chip. I also use this as a bread knife and hard duty knife, so it gets used. And yeah, the Bowie is kind of heavy. It's a fighting knife, so it's made to basically be used fighting. That's what Bowies traditionally were. Basically a fighter survivor blade. No, never. I would never engage in fighting with someone. I've been doing martial arts much my life, and fighting is just, yeah, it's stupid. It's such a waste of time. Again, the Finnish turned pretty damn good on this. So, thanks for everyone watching. Now I'm gonna clean up a little here. Huge thanks to everyone that subscribed and watched. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you guys. And hope you have a really good week. Bye.